Hey guys, today I wanted to show you how I made these Stars and Stripes cookies for the 4th of July. I started with 3 different size star-shaped cookies, a small, medium, and large. With the small cookie, I made those white, so I outlined them with white royal icing and then filled them in with a generous amount of that white royal icing. I used a toothpick to help spread that icing around in the outline, making sure there aren't any bumps or bubbles. I either use the toothpick to pop the bubbles or I can just tap it on the table to kind of just settle in that icing even more. For the medium shaped star cookie, I used the blue royal icing, again outlining it first and then filling it in with the royal icing, and then spreading out the icing, filling in everything I've outlined with that toothpick. Just so you know, I'm using flood consistency royal icing, or what they call 15-second royal icing. All that means is once I've whipped up a batch of royal icing and added enough water, it should settle into a flat surface. What I'll do to test it is I'll drag that toothpick along the surface of the icing, and after 15 seconds it should settle back into a flat surface. If you still have like a crevice or a peak or anything, then it's not quite ready yet, and add a little bit more water, just a little bit at a time, because it does become more fluid very quickly. I also use the toothpick to kind of reshape the cookie if I need to, spreading out that outline if I either messed up or it isn't quite how I want it to be. And then I'll shake it just to get it to settle or pop bubbles. Just a little bit faster and a little bit more fun. To make the stripes, I start by making 4 lines across the cookie, which will make 5 stripes. I then enclose the end stripe, just outlining the other half of the section and filling it in with royal icing. I'll skip the next one and do the same thing to that third stripe, making 3 red stripes and 2 white stripes. So I'll fill them all in first and then go back in with my toothpick. Now with the white royal icing, I pipe it right next to that still wet red icing. I do that by lifting up the tip of my piping bag, or in this case my Ziploc bag, so that that stream of icing can just kind of fall right next to the red icing. I tend to have more control over the icing by lifting up that piping bag instead of dragging it across the cookie. It also ensures that you have a really nice crisp line and not something that's kind of broken or messy. Again, just outlining the section, then filling it in with the icing, going back in with that toothpick, making sure that everything is nice and even and flat. Also, because I wasn't able to get right up on that red icing, I kind of used that toothpick to push the icing close to the red icing. By doing that while both are still wet, it kind of ensures that you kind of have a seamless finish. Both the red and the white icing, since they're still wet, kind of just meld right into each other, kind of looking like it was painted or something like that. There isn't really a gap or a seam there. And it looks like I'm really moving fast, but in reality this is going at 2 times the normal speed, and I'm working pretty slowly and diligently. A lot of people ask how long these cookies take, and to be honest, they do take a long time. I think the longest part is actually whipping up the icing, just making sure you have the right consistency and making all the different colors. So once they're done, I let them sit overnight, and they'll get nice and hard, and then you'll be able to stack them on top of each other. And I like to present them either like kind of in a flag shape or stack one on top of the other. There you go. Hope you have a happy 4th of July. Thanks for watching.